I deal with enough video game stuff on a daily basis. I don't want to keep dealing with more.
Well, we spent most of the first hour talking about phones, and we actually forgot to cover the fact that Virgin's paying to poach T-Mobile customers. So, oh, it's almost funny when you think about it.
There's a story from CNBC I thought was funny. It says, "You voted BlackBerry crushed Apple."
What?
It's like a freaking user survey or some bullshit they did. But the iPhone always won. The iPhone usually won. I'll put the link here. The iPhone usually won this contest, but this year BlackBerry won. Or this here, it's right there at the top.
Okay.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that's interesting the way that. Well, but see, that shows what's going on with the Apple thing.
Oh, and here we go. I love this bullshit right here. One of my favorite freaking pundits, during Fireball, talking about how the iPad feels faster than a Mac. See, this is what they fucking do. This is bullshit. This is the epitome of bullshit right here, man.
Oh, hi. Does it
See, they're like, well, it certainly feels faster. So now the gauge for speed, man, on computers is feeling. It's like the sophistry of words that they like to use about user experience. What the fuck does that really mean in the end, man? Because your fucking user experience to me is pathetic.
Do you have it on
bullshit words? What
You're a power user. You used to use 90s workstation OSs. They're not.
Hey, Bet, do you have the magic words?
The who?
How do you feel?
The who?
The magic words, the words I've highlighted?
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I do not understand the question.
No, what? Where are they? Oh, yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Oh, I remember that Star Trek.
I don't understand. How do you feel?
I do not understand the realms of the question.
Oh my goodness, dude! But this is such bullshit, man. It's like they want these fucking tablets, which I have news for during Fireball. They're going to become desktop OSs because we're pushing and pushing and pushing and adding API after API just to get back where the fuck we started. And I can't wait for that day because I'm going to be probably the only asshole to say fucking finally. Now can we fucking move on and move forward? What the fuck, man? A tablet is just a form factor.
No, Bet. What you're going to have to do is bite your tongue for about 2 years while everybody acts like catching back up to ground zero is...
paid $600 fucking year after fucking year for bullshit, man.
Yeah, but you know, to continue to delude themselves for about 2 years, they're going to act like this is the first time computers could ever do this stuff.
I know.
And we're all going to go, ah!
Oh yeah, but the iPad is running a lightweight OS with lightweight apps. You're damn fucking straight. In other words, let me translate that shit. Lightweight OS with lightweight apps. It can't fucking do anything. Short fucking newspapers, just like fucking mobile websites.
Hey, I'm sure.
Hey. I have spent my entire career in the web side of the industry fighting the bullshit that is the mobile website. So don't...
Oh, I know. No. I'm so sick of fucking apps. And finally, Apple's getting out of this app shit to making it task-oriented. Because Android picked that shit up, too, making things task-oriented. Jelly Bean came on my wife's phone, and they're integrating much better instead of having an app for that. Fucking bullshit. You know what? Half the fucking apps that you freaking load are worthless. I'd rather go to the goddamn website. They don't... All the same functions that you can get on the website on these apps.
And you know what? I have to argue with every single client I take now who's literally, I am losing contracts because I tell them, Why do you need an app? Your app is your website. Why don't you just make your website UI compatible?
Yeah.
And like, no, we have to have an app. I'm like,
in other words, and finally Gruber gets what the crux of why mobile computing is limited. Batteries. And that's the thing, he finally gets that Apple's made other significant trade-offs as well. Battery life. That's right. The whole thing to why it has to be lightweight is it's because it is running on a fucking battery. Yeah, desktops can, we put them on MacBook Pros and shit like that, and I don't know, you get 8 hours plus.
well, and you know what, Bet? I'm going to tell you what the #1 innovation is going to be a few years down the road when these things actually are able to do computing. The #1 innovation is going to be the first company who remembers, hey, once upon a time we used to have these things called swappable batteries, where when it went dead, they could plug another charged one in.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter anymore since the battery life is like 10 hours.
Yeah, and here it is. So, and then Gruber calls it the killer app. The truth is that the App Store is the killer app, because he's talking about, he goes, the one thing that's making it hard for some people to grasp the purpose of the iPad is that no one has any answer to what it precisely is for. I can tell you why, Gruber. It's because it doesn't have shit we're fucking used to in a goddamn desktop. When we say, hey, I want to go communicate to my other PC, they go, it doesn't understand it. I got to go get some fucking third-party app that says, please install me on this one computer so I can fucking trade files. How pathetic bullshit is this? And then I got to go jump through hoops just to get other functions to happen. That's why we can't fucking understand what it's for. It's because what we do simply on a desktop, we take it to goddamn tablet, we're like, what the fuck? It's like, hell no. He goes, this was not so for the iPhone. The answer to the question of what the original 2000 iPhone was meant for was right at the bottom of the home screen, in the dock. Email and stuff like that. Okay, fine, I'll move on. The iPad also has a dock in the home screen, and the default apps in the dock are clearly important. Whatever, I think that's just, subjective. Let's see, but some are treating the iPad as fundamentally an e-reader. How about that? It's a Gruber. That's an iPad. No, dude, it ain't a fucking e-reader, man. Most people are making it a goddamn Nintendo game console. That's what the fuck it is. And you gotta fucking swallow that bullshit. Because that's exactly what the fuck the whole iOS platform has become. Why is it a gaming platform? Not because of its form factor, but because we couldn't fucking program half the shit we do on desktops for it. Everything has to be standalone, or we have to have some goddamn back-end service that stores data, transmits it back, and does all this other bullshit that we take for granted on a desktop. So what are the best apps that run on these piece of shit devices? Are fucking standalone. Yeah, standalone apps, i.e. games. Let's see. None of these things represent an iPad's default dock apps. So the truth is, the app is the killer app. The iPad is meant to be anything that can be represented on a 10-inch color screen. What a fucking cockeyed bullshit statement, man. In other words, you can't fucking, since it doesn't have a clear definition, because it really sucks at a whole lot of things, it doesn't do anything better that John said it would do better. We just don't know what to do with it, with the bullshit thing. And let's talk about the App Store. The App Store to me is like somebody who orders all the goddamn channels on cable. You want fucking 2,000 channels and only watch 10. So don't fucking give me this bullshit about some goddamn App Store when half the fucking apps don't do anything you want them to do. It's just good for fucking these games and stuff. I guess if you're in social stuff with Facebook and Instagram, ain't much else, man.
Well, we all know that the entire internet is encompassed in the joy that is Facebook. It's not like you need anything else. As long as you have Facebook and Twitter and email, your world is complete.
Anyway, when I read this article, it's like, he's got to be fucking kidding me. I get on my soapbox with bullshit like that.
Oh, I got soapbox.
Stop it! You weren't on a soapbox. You're on a fucking cherry picker.
Woo! Man, I cannot wait, man, when fucking tablets start, running even more concurrency, like, Blackberry is trying to do, and Android's actually starting to do that with these task-driven things. And I'm going to be, see, I fucking told you so. Now, how many of you schmucks paid $600 for your ass to get here?
No. They didn't pay $600. They paid $600, $600, $600, $600, $600. Come on.
That's what I said in one of my videos. I said, how many sets of $600 are you going to pay to wait for the fucking future?
But the future is now. So they tell me.
What do you have to say, Bob? Bob was quiet.
Bob
was answering a work email, so
Yeah.
Bob wasn't paying attention.
you didn't see his "I'm going to be away for a minute" post. He knows none of what just happened. Hi, Bob. We solved the world's problems while you were gone. Do you want the secret to life?
It's more than 2 hours now.
Well, if we solve the world's problems, well, that requires a big red button and a whole lot of things that go boom.
Oh.
And I believe they involve mushroom clouds in about a 30-mile radius. Just saying.
No, that's just a whole new set of problems. You know?
Hey, I'm going to tell you, though, let me say some positive stuff on Apple. Like my iTunes stuff, where I have a lot of the movies and stuff, their iCloud, even though I don't have Line, still works very effectively. I think it does a good job. And I like that point-to-point stuff that it does. So they're doing a good job on that. I still think Apple probably has a lot to learn, though, about web infrastructure versus Google and Amazon. But
and a lot of the
I
stuff.
prefer their model of peer-to-peer versus.
And they have backed off of a lot of stuff. I mean, you still have your ME account and so on and so forth. They were not planning to be nice to their users for a while there.
So, yeah, all my even my .Mac email address is still active. And shit, then we moved to mobile.
I was ask about that. .Mac.
Yeah, it's still active, still works. Except when you do the username, you have to change it from Mac to me.com. So, so when you do server settings, your username is not, even though people can send to my .Mac accounts. When I set it up, I have to go to.
I have a weird question for you. When was the last time you seen a CompuServe email address?
Good God,
Dilbert.
I don't.
I was going to say the last time I saw an AOL address.
Yeah.
Or an Earthlink address.
And iTunes is different now. They added I like how they changed the movie section a little bit better. Now, all the movies that I took off my DVDs, it actually groups them into this category called home video. And it makes sorting a lot better. And then they have the movies and stuff. So they're pretty cool on that.
So you mean they've done something like the Roku 3 UI?
Well, no, the Roku. Wait a minute. I have the Roku 3 UI. It doesn't look like that.
Wait,
My Roku's say on deck.
Bet you can't have a Roku 3 unless you just bought one.
No, but my Roku's just got upgraded to the new UI. It says the new UI. And it went through an update.
Well, okay. Are your tiles in one line or in multiple rows?
They're in a big rectangular. They're like tiles now.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you upgraded to the new one.
So.
I don't know. I'm out of left field when it comes to my HTPC stuff, so I can't say anything. I use XPMC on a NIC system, so.
Ooh, Kiwi.
So what else is new? Oh, Apple's iMessage is the iOS worst nightmare. Dude, Blackberry's been fucking threatened by.
That's why I threw it in.
I'm yawning.
That's why I threw it in there, because I wanted to make fun of how I'm like, are you serious? How many companies have been doing this before? Really? We still have the Apple must be the good guy mentality?
It's like Disney. They're the good guys too.
I mean, let's rip told countries to go fucking pound sand. I mean.
Actually,
they pulled the many Arab countries to go pound sand recently too.
Yeah, and they have, and unlike Apple, they have actually charged that all the way through international courts. All right.